talking about the ladies right now. The Ladies in Sports Conference, was another spectacular one for them this year. It's a yearly thing, but this year's the focus was actually, developing the women's game. And the basic things that were taught was not just, all about searching for sponsorship, but branding. That was the key focus. That is like the women's game. They've not been able to brand, the league in a way that can actually attract sponsors. And also some of the female athletes also, the branding has always been a major issue. That you can actually pick 1 or 2 or 3 players that have been able to, break away from, just being put down into being one of the best.
Yeah, enormous possibilities, enormous potentials in ladies sports generally, not just football. And the essence of all of this is to tap into that, ensure that the gap is not as wide. The gap is in terms of,
merchandise, remuneration,
in terms of salaries, in terms of what people get, in terms of what is available, in terms of organization, all of these things are why this is coming now. And I mean, who better to do it than the ladies themselves, with their assistance of key people who can help, chart a course and ensure that they move forward. And I hope to see in the aftermath, all of the points, all of the things that have been said here. I hope to see that it will work on, especially maybe the women's league and all those innovations, a lot of bright ideas. Yeah. And I'm hoping those things will be workable and we'll see the results.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for, because Tega or Nijafe and Anthony, talking about Janine Anthony, both of them have been able to put up something really good together, of course supported by other people. Like Silent Film, we just saw the pictures we saw the likes of Moses Praise there, Fred Adore also coming in to support, and of course you have brand managers from different companies also coming in to support. British High Commissioner also, they were also there to support the women's game. But we'll just take reactions, from Janine and the others who were talking after the event.
One of the key things, which one of the speakers also did highlight, is the numbers, data. They hear the Women's League is this, Nigeria has won how many Cup of Nations titles, but they don't see the numbers. And that's what I think this conference has been able to flesh out. We want to see the numbers. We want you to give us your proposal. Let's see the numbers as well. Let's not sweet talk our way. Let's do facts and figures. Are people coming to the stadium? And that's what the league has done so far in the Lagos games. We've been seeing the stadium filled with people coming to watch. Those are the numbers that these sponsors want to see as well. So that's one thing I think we should get in touch with, data and numbers. What this platform has also done is give it the coverage that it deserves. It's been running for many years. It's the oldest in Africa, and exactly what we're trying to talk about, so that the media can also be involved in this, because people are not going to put money into things they don't see. And TV, traditional media, TV online are the things that they see. So for me, it's all about putting data together for the women's league or women's football and media coverage. I think those are the 2 key things. When we put that together in the women's football, not just for this season, but subsequent ones, I think we'll be headed in a much more glorious, not a good direction, but a much more glorious one.
If we can have like Delta Queens, Bayelsa Queens, my former team, Pelican Star and other big teams in Nigeria do same what FC Robo is doing at present. The club themselves should start from somewhere. I don't know how they get to do their own, but it's really encouraging when you log on Twitter and you type the name FC Robo, you see them, you see their page, you see the players. That's so encouraging. I would urge other clubs to follow the steps of FC Robo, and I think that will help as well.
Females that participate in sports in Nigeria to really be recognized and to have sponsors. And the whole idea about this sponsor is actually to go far in their career, to be, at that highest level in their career. So I just guess even the female athletes themselves should learn to package themselves. They should be online. They should have be on social websites, positively impacting to even other people.
Yeah, a lot being said there. What the female needs to do, women in sports, what they actually need to do totally, so that they will become a super brand, because it's just the way they will brand themselves. Yeah. That's how they can attract more sponsors.
Yeah, from what I gather, it talks much about branding, data gathering, and putting what the women have done in spotlight. They've achieved a lot. We just say it with our mouths,
but we don't see it.
You don't see it. So you need to get to see all of those things to appreciate what the ladies have done, and that things are the way they are, not for the lack of trying, not for the lack of effort, not for the lack of results. And once all of these things is put together, we'll begin to see the results. I mean, you were talking about their website, all of the things they're trying to do on social media to create awareness, and I think all of those things are fantastic. Good efforts to raise the level of the women's game across board. Football, all sports. I mean, these ladies give as much as the guys do, and they should get. I mean, it's not just about, like you said, it's not just about the finances alone. It's a crucial part of it, but the other things, get the recognition they deserve, spotlighting, putting them in the news, letting people know the remarkable things that these ladies have done. And I also think we should listen to the participants as well, those who came, gave speeches, encourage the ladies, told them the kind of things that they should do to ensure that they move to the next level. So we just take that now, the participants, what they had to say, and we'll be back for more of Sports This Morning.
I want to go back home and put in place. Personally, on me, one, I'm producing players. People don't really know me. I work up. I said that's not the only player I've produced. I've produced a lot of players that have passed through me. That they showed us one World Cup team. I looked at 4 players there. They are for my team, but they don't really have name. Like I said, the structure they're talking about, sponsoring of female league and whatever, it's not only peculiar to FC Robo. It's peculiar to the league, the national team. If the government lay off their hands from the female team, all of them will be like FC Robo, and FC Robo will be better than, because what we are enjoying in FC Robo is more than what some teams are enjoying in their clubs. It's just that they don't see any big shots, any money bag people behind us.
Putting ourselves in a way whereby the media or whosoever that will be involved as a manager will see us, they won't know about us. Automatically, what they really want from us is try to bring up ourselves, our games, to talk about ourselves in a way where they can find us before our main club can put us on sale. That is exactly what they are talking about. We have to let them know as a player, we have to let them know that we are good. We have to show them what we can do, how we can do it, talk about ourselves first. Unlike before, I don't really like all this Instagram and all that. I believe that they talk too much on that. But today, I think I've learned the other way, that it has more advantage if really that you involve yourself in social media like that.
That's Aliza gave it. Well, it's better join Twitter, join Instagram, join Facebook, everything. Put your pictures out there. She is a fantastic player. She plays for Rivers Angels. We've seen her play. But how many people actually know her?
That's the point.
That's the point.
That's what she's saying. Look, make us easily recognizable.
Yeah.
You can't appreciate what you don't recognize. Yeah. I mean, the clip that we just showed, you were praising the goal scorer. You didn't let me rest yesterday, talking about the passes, talking about, I think it was 2 passes before that deft touch at the goal. You were jokingly telling me that even the Super Eagles couldn't do that.
But that was okay. But really, I mean, if we had seen something like that in the game against South Africa, we would have been happy. We didn't see that.
I think
but
the essence
is in the women's game.
Promote this as much as possible. There's quality. Make it. I mean, you can't appreciate what you don't recognize.
Exactly.
That's first thing. So when people like you talk about ladies who are very good playing football, some people don't get to see them. Yeah. So when we put these things out across board, then people begin to appreciate, promote it. Then all those other things that we talked about will naturally fall into place.
Yeah, because I mean, when they talked about branding at first, when I went to the conference, I was like, what are we going to get from here? I said, no, we just need sponsors for the Women's League. But when they started talking about branding, I just have to ask myself, really, how many girls that plays football or even women that are in sports are really very active on social media? How many of us tell us, okay, this is what we are doing, this is where we are going to, Google their names and get to see facts? I mean, Ese Brume was the only lady who got to the final of any event at all at the Olympics and all that. Right now she's in Cyprus trying to train and get everything done. But What's the presence? How many of us even know that she's schooling and training, also preparing for the World Championship in Cyprus all alone?
Yeah.
You don't know that.
There's a lot of packaging does. I remember when I was growing up, we used to laugh about the English Premier League and say that the English Premier League is for retired footballers, and just look at what packaging. Still the same set of players, still the same, but packaging, and with that, a lot of things have changed. So it's a total package, and if all of those little things are put, everything will fall into place. And then that gap will not be as wide. Well, the gap will probably still be there, but will not just be as wide.
But another thing is, if maybe the media officers, most of these clubs, some of them have media officers.
Put stories
what
out.
Is also their role? I mean, the Women's League is going to start on the 21st now. Media officers, I mean, I haven't seen most of their press releases, just very few. I mean, the big ones, we know FC Robo, we know Rivers Angels and all that. But Aqua Ibom Angels, what are they doing and all that? So these are some of the things they really need to do, you know.
Well, not making an excuse for them. Job security sometimes.
Okay, but then we understand.
Then we hope that
just put it out there.
Job security sometimes, you know, sometimes when you don't know if you still have a job, you know, some of those. But
okay.
hopefully.
Okay, it will work well.